So we're looking at a complete 360 view and how we are providing data to our customer. And that's been used really well over the past few years. Our next step is how we're looking at data lake, evolving that data. And part of it is focusing a lot more on customer 360, target marketing, understand what our customers and how they're ordering from us, how often they're ordering from us, what they're ordering from us. And we're doing some of these great analytics already in the background, but this time we want to bring the insight up to the user rather than the user having the platform and drilling down to it.
We support two to three areas, that is the opioid crisis prevention, senior care, and then there is a COVID-related stream. So we support emergency health services to prevent certain episodes, and that's where we get the, we are obviously data intensive. We do have the cloud infrastructure. Regarding the privacy piece, we have our own permission blockchain infrastructure being built with the supercluster. The senior care support product also has the IoT, wearables integration, AI, machine language. Let's name the whole thing, basically, in the data infrastructure. So we've been quite agile and looking at technologies as they come in, and also looking at all the privacy options that are potentially available, possible, and working with all the stakeholders.
Customer connection is really the key for us. I mean, when we sell and manufacture our office furniture, we fill a big building or a big campus. So there's lots of items, lots of data attached to that. So as we've gone through our digital transformation within our silos, within application systems like order to cash, manufacturing, logistics and warehouse management, and actually installation processes, the data underpins that digital transformation. So as we look at that horizontally across, and we look at the concept of a data lake that has to tie it all together and try to make that customer experience around the order cycle, the build cycle, the change order cycle, because lots of changes happen as people decide on how their campus is going to look, and then actually come to delivering it, staging it, and implementing it. And all to make the data drives it all to make it more efficient and more effective, not only for the customer, but for us as well. So the data lake is really key for us. And of course, the data cleanliness is key for us as well, because as we looked through our silos during our transformation, we found out that we weren't really handing over clean data to the downstream operation from an upstream operation. Yet our items are all catalog based and are all physical products, and we view that as a product itself. So we spent a lot of time cleaning that data and making sure it all flowed so that everyone was talking and looking at the same process, the same item, and actually knew exactly what the data was representing.
For us, it is definitely a multi-year data strategy to modernize the capability within the organization. So one of the things that we are a mandatory program. So we concentrate a lot more on the business processes as part of the legacy program and really not getting the data insights. So I guess I would say the one good thing about the current legacy data set is it's not in various tool sets. It's a single source. It's more structured rather than it be unstructured. So therefore, we don't have to have this large consolidation effort on hand. Now, with the entire transformation of our call it claims platform in our space, we are essentially pressing the reset button. And from our future, we will leverage and incorporate an industry-leading platform, which is just not just going to give us the ability to do data or action-oriented analytics, but also give us a visualization platform. I mean, Marcel would be happy to hear it's Hitachi Pentaho. So that is actually as part of the SaaS-based solution or the partner that we have selected, and that tool comes as part of that. And I think with addition to that, I think I would say is that one of the key things as part of the transformation, one of the things that we're trying to do not just building the tech stack and creating the data pool or data pond or /lake, whatever you want to call it. But one of the two other things that we're working on is building KPIs, meaningful dashboards, so we can do better communication with our stakeholders as well, drawing further insights from the data sets. And the other one I would say is leveraging the technology and then the dashboards to build a culture where we would have transparency of data at all levels.
We all know that people process also plays into that technology too. So coming up in a conversation recently actually with a customer that I thought was intriguing and unique was the concept around data as a product and how they were thinking about kind of a more modern data framework. Chandana, you mentioned kind of that agile side of it as well. It's important to keep that in mind, and the bringing together product teams, product roadmaps, proper management and development pipelines, which from a user perspective translates into much easier data discoverability and self-service, and ultimately autonomy for the data scientists. Those kind of dedicated teams selling their own products and kind of writing those banner newspaper headlines to splash across the company the next day, along with the technology, really had a significant win and value to that business in getting people excited, being more involved, and having the members be proud of the work that they've accomplished. Really kind of drove the modern data framework forward. Whatever you chose, and whatever the kind of those technologies are on the platforms, and great to hear some of them are based on, Hitachi's Pentaho here, but really kind of following on more of the project sides with the technology together, really kind of forming out that complete package to build a modern data framework and go forward.